As accident attorneys, one of the biggest objections that we have from our client is that they are totally scared to go to trial. So when we tell them, hey, we're going to have to file a lawsuit and go to court, they think, oh no, I'm going to be grilled on the witness stand for 10 hours and I don't want to do that, so I don't want to go to court. Going to court and going to trial are actually two different things. When we talk about going to court or filing a lawsuit, that does not mean that you're going to go to trial. So when we talk about going to court, it simply means that we file a complaint with the court, and there is a process, a litigation process that every case will go through. The beginning of that process is the exchange of documents between the parties, between the insurance company and our client, and it goes from there. All those things are considered sort of going to court, as people commonly talk about it. Going to trial is different. Statistically speaking, only about 1% of all cases go to trial. Trial is sort of the pinnacle moment. It's that part of the TV show that you've watched where all of the evidence is presented, where the witnesses testify, experts testify, and the judge or jury makes a decision. That happens so infrequently, but like I said, our clients often feel like, well, I don't even want to file the lawsuit because I live in fear and have nightmares about being on the witness stand and going to trial. Even if you actually go to trial, your case goes to trial, don't fear. We will prepare you for that trial. So the process of litigation or court is pretty extensive. Before you ever get to trial, you'll have your deposition taken. That just means that the attorney for the insurance company will sit down with us, so we'll be in the room there with you, and they'll just ask you questions about the accident, about your injuries, about your inability to work or perform any other daily functions of life. And so we'll be able to prepare you before you ever get to trial so that you'll feel confident if your case actually does fall into that 1% of cases that goes to trial. So when we talk about trial, what we mean is you're put on the witness stand, your spouse or your friend who has seen you and the injuries that you have, they may be put on the witness stand. The doctors or police officers who arrived at the scene to give treatment, they can be put on the witness stand. Expert testimony is given, and we present that evidence, and then the attorney for the insurance company, they will ask questions of any of our witnesses. We'll present documents, whether that's photos, could be videos, medical records. All those things get submitted. And then after our evidence is put on, the insurance company has the opportunity to put on any evidence they have. And a lot of times it's very similar or exactly the same to the evidence we put on. They can have their own expert witnesses or their own other witnesses to give testimony. And then each side gets the opportunity to sum up what the evidence has shown that has been presented in the trial, and then the judge or the jury makes a decision about who's at fault and how much your case is worth. So in short, going to court or filing a lawsuit is the process where we exchange documents, pictures, videos, police reports, expert reports with the other side, and we get to ask questions, sometimes in writing, sometimes in person, of the other side. Going to trial is where we present all those documents, and we also present the testimony of witnesses, and a judge or a jury makes a final decision about whose fault it was and what the value of that fault is. Once again, if you get injured in an accident and it's not your fault, we'd love to help you.